Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a chilled and refreshing kiwi and passion fruit infused sparkling water. So welcome back to the game, and in the previous episode it felt a little bit odd job. We basically put in helipads, started construction with all of the officers, and we went with sort of the offshore wind solar with the building to support that, kitchen, canteen, showers. Yeah, we've got to a point where basically we are earning money through exports, which is always good, and we've also got things like grants wise. So we've got a long-term investment will be done in just under 13 hours. We've just picked up the short-term investment, which is only 2 or 3 days. That's not a problem, and eco-friendly will also come in just before that as well. So we're going to get 10, 20, 30... well, technically it's going to be 42,000, but we already spent a bit on picking up the short and long-term investment. But overall, pretty happy. So in this episode, I want to try and get things a bit more secure, because at the moment, well, it isn't. So over to walls and doors, and here's the thing, I could probably put in the bottled wall now. Let's do that. So this is going to be the external part of the facility. I'm going to bring that down and, hang on, wait, how am I going to do that one? Can I make this room a bit bigger? I probably can, but do I need to? Almost certainly not. Why am I talking to myself this way? Let me just see about that, actually. Over to planning, fencing, and doing, say, something like that. It will require a bit of a change, but that means getting a bit more space, and I don't know if we're short of space. I don't think we're short of space, but I think it would indeed help out. Let me just put in another door there so we can actually gain access to this thing. And then flooring. I keep on going to landscaping in sand. You can just use sand from here, but it's just a habit, that's all. Anyway, back over to the walls here. And then we have bottled wall, which this is going to go all the way along. And then we could probably do something similar here, couldn't we? The reason why I didn't before is I think just because of the sort of emphasis on having a gap of 2, which I've sort of abandoned because I realised that that's like an arbitrary rule that I've imposed upon myself. Oh, actually, wait, no, that's not arbitrary at all. That's a bit more of a serious one. Planning, fencing, let's do that, and then obviously we'll have to make the changes as and when, so it's going to be sand, like that. Got a bit of a wasted space-ish here, but I don't think there's much I can do with it, so I'm not going to worry too much over that one. This is going to come along and then to there, and this one will go up and round, and we could probably get a bit more space like that if I was to alter the design a little bit, which, again, I've always said that we are able to do that, just, you know, we have to be cautious and not lose the character of the map, which I don't think we are. We're just, you know, we're only putting a little bit of sand in. This is just standard procedure, really. So that's going in. All of this will have something similar as well. But do I want to do that now? I don't think I really need to. I think a grant's just been completed, has it? Yes, it has. So let's go with, you've got cell block A, you've got criminally insane wing. Seems okay to do that, although staff wellbeing initiative is probably something I can look at, so I'll pick that one up, and that means that we need to start looking over here. So this is a reception. We've got what I think I'm going to have is a kennel, an armory, or the armory doesn't need to be that big because I don't really need a huge armory at all. A security room, which again doesn't need to be massive, so any of these 2 rooms here can be maybe security. Actually, you know what? Let me check armory. Doesn't matter. Won't have it unlocked. Start unlocking that. Same for, I think, education, surveillance, deployment, intelligence, patrols. Get the lot. We're going to have to get them anyway for grants, so we'll start picking them up. Armory, then. It will be in the list, though. Minimum size of nothing. That's perfect. That's what I was hoping for. So actually then, that has made the decision for me. This is going to be the armory. Yes, it's quite small. We can increase the size of it like that if we were so inclined. We can do that. In fact, I will probably do that. Like that. There's that one. So that means this is going to become security. This will be our security room. This will be the armory. Up the top here, then we need it. Well, we need a kennel. Could this be the kennel? That could probably be the kennel. So you'll have 10 for the kennel, and then maybe up here for the staff room. We don't have staff needs, so we don't need a staff canteen. I think actually this would be acceptable for a staff room. Okay. I'm going to do that as a staff room. Oh, actually, I need a toilet as well, don't I, for the staff? Could put toilets in there, little toilet thing. Although, no, it's not going to work out. Do that, and those are your toilets there. And then this is like a little, I don't know, like a little nook. Oh, the entrance there. Okay, we'll get on with that. So it is more for foundations and bottled wall, because we're doing all of that. And truth be told, I think I'm just going to build the lot. Yes, I am. When I'm doing this, I get to a point where I'm like, ugh, I'm literally drawing and then drawing extra bits. And in the previous alphas, you know, a decade ago, because I'm old, you would just not do that. It would just break. But it's totally fine these days. But I still go, ugh, shouldn't be doing this. Anyway, that's going to have the staff room. We need staff that was assigned duties, which is fine. We have another noise there to indicate that probably, yeah, it's like probably armory or something that's being picked up. Armory, you've got tasers, body armor, guard towers. Don't anticipate having guard towers in here. I mean, lots of orderlies, yes, but not guard. We do have farmers. We got where are orderlies actually? Oh, they're under health, aren't they? There's orderlies there. I will pick that person up. I'll get that researched. So work on that. So here's this room now in. So I'm just going to quickly pause it while I demolish that wall there and then put in the rest of them. So actually the auto lighting has done a very good job at this, which I'm happy to announce. And I guess one of the things it has given me a sort of awareness of is that we really don't need that there. I can just put a double staff door there and call it job done. The rest of this one we're going to have in solitary doors there and there. Okay, so that's now in. Naturally we're going to have to run some electrical cable, so I'll run some electrical cable along here and probably along, actually we probably don't need to do that, just up here and up here. Obviously aware that I don't have any lighting in the toilet block, so we'll fix that. And that can be removed. We're going to go with staff room, which is the full thing, like so. And the staff room requires, what does it require? Well, many things you can have in here. We will put in, let's have a look. Staff room. So drinks machines, arcade cabinets. I guess we'll put those in. I like the idea of, well, we'll put the loos in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and put in drinks machines in that corner. Then need sofas wide. Should I use the brown sofa? We'll use brown sofas, then we can do reviews on it. And do something like that. I'll come back to the rest of it later on. There's that grant completed. And, oh, we got lots of options now. Security procedure certification. We could pretty much do that right now. Visitation rights. That's going to be a bit of a... Yeah, that's going to be a bit different, actually. Medical ward, inmate health and well-being. That's going to be probably on site, actually. I think criminally insane wing. Green machine. which is done. Giving something back, which is now done. Probably inmate health and well-being, but I've just done another grant. And maybe visitation rights or cell block A. Cell block A actually will tie into the criminally insane wing as well. Right, that's a lot of things gone on there. We're going to go with doggos, CCTV improvement, body armor, probably pick up recycling initiative. What have I got money-wise? I've got... Oh, I could definitely go with offshore tax haven right now. Interesting. I'm not going to... I want to see what our exports are. You know what? Long-term, wind solar hybrids. That's not what I meant. Make an investment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's fine. We'll make the investment in these now. Putting them in now means more exports, more money, more better. And they should be wired up. Yeah. So I know we spent a bit of money on that one. I'm aware. But like I say, I think it is spending for the better. All this is going to be internal. That's a lot of foundation, isn't it? And I'm also aware that we've hired 5 guards and we're sort of just sitting on them. Okay. Criminally insane wing, I've just realised it's intake. 10 criminally insane inmates. Criminally insane, we've got 100 available. And a legendary. That's not happening. Right. So, we'll have to have a look at, say... What should we do? What's the best course of action at this stage? We need a medical ward. I'd like it to be more centralised, but there just isn't room for it. Unless it goes along here. Which I was thinking of this being like a running track thing. Although it is a 4 by something, and we said we could have loads of psychiatrists across here. Maybe around here then. That would be okay. Security, and then next to it is your infirmary. I don't see why not. What I'm thinking though is this daft? Is this actually a daft idea? Well, I'm doing it, so probably. How much would it cost just to build everything, foundation-wise? Probably quite a bit. It's probably the most foundation I've ever laid in one go. Okay, there's that spent. Lots of money spent. But we need to do it. We need to do it sooner rather than later. So, getting it done. Yeah, fine. It leaves us with 34,000. Minus about 5,000 for lighting. Because it's going to do that as well. And... oh, the bit that I've forgotten. That. Yeah, so... I'll have the workers crack on with that one. We've got time. I can sit and wait for the workers to carry stuff. I mean, the helicopter can be quite overloaded. But we are going to get money via export. There's the money going up there. Power export meters flying up. We're still making money, which is fine. We could make money if we added a death row, apparently. Thanks, game. And the medical ward will be done very quickly. Very quickly. We haven't even read the CEO's letter nor the island-bound letter. I will have a quick look at the CEO's guidelines on the criminally insane inmates. Dear Sir/Madam, here's some important guidelines to assure you are prepared with the appropriate facilities and staff in order to take proper care of criminally insane inmates. Number 1. Criminally insane inmates must have padded cells. You can transform standard cells to padded cells via the rooms menu. Once you have padded cells, you're able to accept your first batch of inmates. Number 2, make sure you have psychiatrists and orderly staff members on your payroll. Psychiatrists will also require a special office. Number 3, set up some psychiatric consultations. That's difficult to say. Programs for your criminally insane inmates. These one-to-one sessions with a psychiatrist and padded cells help keep the inmates under control. Upgrading the psychiatrist's office will also improve their treatment ability. Number 4, left untreated and unchecked, a criminally insane inmate may exhibit unpredictable behaviours, attempt to break out, or turn violent. Number 5, orderlies will help escort and heal, and they do not suppress inmates like regular guards. You also need orderlies to fit your psychopathic criminally insane inmates with straitjackets at the day's end. Number 6, criminally insane inmates mixing with others can sometimes lead to trouble. It's a good idea to build segregated criminally insane sectors and canteens, yards and other areas, and you may wish to have the psychiatrist offices near your criminally insane cell blocks, which, yep, that's all good. And finally, number 7, finally, inmates from other security levels now have a chance to become criminally insane, so keep an eye out. The CEO, and delete. Okay, so nothing we didn't know, but it is good to read that one. Yeah, all right. Let's just check green energy goals, and we could probably actually go through things like regime. I guess we'll have a look at that one. So just work/free time on this one, right across the board, and there we go. So we'll have an hour of shower, because why not? Then a bit of free time, and then eat 1, 2, and then it's work free time 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Bit of a gap maybe, and then that one, no, that one, and then free time, and then in the middle, work lockup. Yeah, I think the work, I don't think they actually work, I'm not sure, but they will do the treatment programs and such. Water is required over here. I've not actually ran any pipe work over that way. I hadn't really had any need to do that. I guess it's going to run along here eventually. Something like that. Will the pipe work reach? I'm just going to bring it to there. And then small pipe work for those. Brilliant. How we're doing with the patchwork quilt of the foundation here? It's doing all right. I'd be tempted to hire some more workers if we were in a negative cash flow. Yes, hiring more ironically makes the daily cash flow, worse, but it means that it gets done quicker and we can crack on with more grants. But yeah, while we're doing that, then shall we have a quick look over here? Rude not to. So this is our. Well, it's a couple of things. Originally it was death row, and then we decided that actually it's massive and far too big. But we should probably plan this off. So I'm going to have an area here for death row inmates, and that'll end up being, by the look of it, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's already over the top. So do I need a 5th? Probably not. Could I then make these a little bit bigger? Potentially. Do I need a room this big for the inmates? No. That's 4. You know what? I will go with the 5. Again, it is overdoing it. Do we need a room 3 by something? No. This is going to be a security room. This is going to be execution. We need death row appeals. So can I put death row appeals like on the top? It would have to be something like 5. It would have to be that, wouldn't it? Which means this has to then come along and round. I think we can do that. That's not a problem. Flooring then, and sand is going to be that, I think. And then walls. That's fine. Yep. So that is, like I say, for death row. So that is death row. And death row appeals. Yes. Am I happy with that? I think so. I do think so. Which means all of this is now going to be for the other inmates. And how we're going to do this? Well, going to give myself some extra space up here. Because why not? In fact, now that I think of it, I could probably do that. Yes. Big square for that. Good. So I want this to be an area for the... Let me just check down here. Yeah, they're cracking on with it. So I want this to be an area for our standard inmates that come from here. So basically, I think I'm going to go with double the amount. Can we go with a double? So we'll have the cells as a 4x4. Maybe. Doesn't really sit in. That doesn't sit in either. Having a 3x something or other. I'm supposed to put it on the top. No. No, stick to the plan. Let's have a 4x5. Is that too big? We end up with a random room up here, which doesn't really serve much purpose. But the idea is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, lights are being bought. Something's happening. I could just hear stuff happening, and yeah, they're putting all the rest of the foundation in. Good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 death row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 for like normal inmates, and in these cells we'll have almost everything they need. Deliveries is full, I think. Yeah, they'll have everything they need. So in the middle we'll have a yard because it can be internal. We'll have a canteen, which is fine, and we'll have a common room. What is striking is these weird things here. I don't know what those can be unless I shrink these down even further. So I could do this. Hang on, that. So it's a 3x5, and then we have more on either side to meet their needs. I think that would suffice, wouldn't it? I think we could probably grade it like that. I'm not going to be building it for quite some time, so I'm not actually too concerned. I'm just, using our time because it's been, spent over there. Maybe that is the way to go. I could get another cell in there, but no, I don't think so. I think maybe something like that would work. What I could also do is have this room as a little kitchen, because I don't have a kitchen yet. Yeah. A kitchen there to then supply food to here. That's actually a good idea. And then, that's a little nook for something else. Or, to be fair, if I wasn't going to do that, I could easily put a kitchen, like, here. Like, it really does not need to be a big kitchen at all. In fact, I'll probably do that and utilise that space. Okay. Well, we've had a little mess around over there. That is totally fine. How we're doing for building? Oh, building is actually pretty much okay. So, I'm just going to pick up prison policy. Do I need legal? Not particularly. Remote access? Probably to do with grants. So I'm going to run some electrical cable because it's, it's something we need to do. It's going to go down and we'll run it maybe across. And similarly across. And up here and up here. And in each of these rooms. And we'll have to drop that down as well for some of the others. But that should do the job quite nicely. So, raise prisoner capacity to 15. Yeah, we can do all that one. Let's go for what we originally were intending, which is an infirmary, because we do need infirmary. That was actually the whole point in spending all of this money. Imagine if I spent it on the wrong wall. Absolutely gutted. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do over here. Going back to that one, that seems to be a decent way forward. Yeah, good. How are we getting for exports? I'm going to see what we're like for exports. It says financial compensation is 2.5, probably, by the time we get there. For our green energy goals, we're working on increasing the output of all green power sources by a factor of 2. You'd think that would be earlier, and I say that every time, and I know. But we'll easily get green energy goal 8 once we've got prisoners. And our maximum export is 5,000. So to be fair, if we're going to be compensated how much? 2,471. If we get that other goal done, that means that almost then we'll be on that limit. We'll almost be on it. So we don't really need anything else. Hang on, is this an even number? It is. We'll do that then. Hang on. I was going to say I'll put a double door there, but that means also double metal detector. Why not? Why not? Doors. You can put whatever doors you want in. It doesn't actually really matter. If you put double staff doors, the inmates have to be escorted to it. If you put normal doors, then, well, they can get access to it. It's not going to be staff only anyway. They might try to nick things from it. But that's, well, it is what it is. So, metal detectors there. I want to put a metal detector there. That'll actually be staff only. I'll put one in here as well, but once I've done the foundations. Should actually put the medical beds in. So how many can fit in? 1, 2. Oh. We can fit in a decent amount there. There we go, something like that. And we need 2 doctors. There's 2 doctors. Infirmary's getting built. That should be good. Why is that not built? Foundation in progress. Sorry, I'll just wind my neck in. It's done now. Sorted. Yes, so infirmary is done. We now have things like what do we have? Security procedure certification. That's always a good one to pick up. Hire 10 guards and assign patrol routes. That's actually too many guards. Oh, that's too many guards. Right, sack it. Well, no, I'm not going to sack it. I'm going to keep them. Patrol routes. So patrols, 1, 2, 3. Assign 1, 2, 3. And there's that grant done as well. And then now what's going to happen is I'll remove all of that. And we'll now get governmental security ratings, which is dog handlers and armed guards. I think, however, visitation rights is a bit more towards what we really need. So, I think we are going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Again, happy with the progress. A lot of foundations built. We've really got on top of this, I think. What I'm aware of is that we should probably look at landscaping. The problem being that the cliff edge, it's a bit difficult to build at times. Which way is it? That way, yeah. So how much would this row be? Just for that bit would be 16,000. It's going to cost all the money we have for that cliff edge, and we just don't need it for at this stage of the game. So we'll not do that. Next episode, we're going to look at doing a couple of things. Visitation rights. I think as part of that, I'll end up starting to seriously think about these rooms, which includes things like psychiatrist's office. Yeah, we'll seriously think of doing that, getting in, these cells, the capacity. I'm aware I don't have any solitary either, So I'll have a think about that one. But leaving it there, and progress is good. Progress is good. We've made some plans. Hopefully then, it won't be too long before we actually get some inmates. I should probably put away into this canteen. Anyway, we're going to leave it there for now. Hope you have enjoyed it. And as always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.